Mr. Trachea Production.
Hello, it's another Sunday, and I am a gentleman, Melissa, sitting here with you, helping you with creating a lifestyle. And today we're going to talk about goals, and let's discuss long-term goals. That's what I want to talk about today. There are three very important things that you need to know when setting goals. You need to know why you're setting a goal, okay? What the goal is, and you need to always give it a timeline to where you're going to go with this goal. So we're going to talk about these three things: the why, the what, and the where. How far we're going to go. And again, these are going to be our long-term goals, okay? Successful goals. So I'll be back in a moment so we can have more discussion about your goals. So goals can be anything, right? Goals can be your weight loss. Goals can be that you're purchasing a new home, so you have to go through certain steps to do that. Goals can be your career. Goals can be anything. Set a goal for everything, actually. Anything that you have to do in your life to move forward, set a goal for it. It can be a short-term goal or it can be a long-term goal. You have to know the what, the where, and the why, okay? So we're going to talk about some goals and how to achieve those goals. And one of the first things that you need to do when achieving goals or even thinking about goals is to write those things down. And it doesn't have to be in any specific order at first. Just write down the things, the necessary things that you know that you need to do to achieve a specific goal. And speaking of specific, be specific about your goal. Don't be random. Really think about it. Make a conscious effort to really think about what you need to do in regard to your goal. I mean, it's your goal, so you have to be serious about it. When you're not serious about it, then this doesn't matter. This conversation doesn't matter. Your future doesn't matter. Be conscious, be specific, and write it all down. Those are very important things that you need to do or even understand. Okay, setting goals is important. Okay, this is your life. This is your future that we're talking about. So in your present, you need to set a goal. You need to think about your desires. You need to think about your drive. And you also need to think about what you're going to do. Those are the 3 Ds. Your desire, your drive, and what you're going to do. Think about those 3 things. Have y'all noticed that everything is steps and numbers? And think about that, like everything. I just gave you the why, what, and where, and now you have the desire, and you have the drive and the do. I love it. I love it. But that's very important. So right now, you need to be writing your notepad that if you're planning some goals, to make sure that you write everything down first. Okay? Do that. It's going to help. So the next 2 steps, one of them is going to be to simplify. Now you have written them down, right? So now you need to simplify your goals, okay? Simplify them to the point where if you're able to combine some of those goals that you wrote down, because remember, we didn't write them in any specific order. I need you to combine them if you need to. If it's just kind of like a whole bunch of the same thing, combine it together. All right, because we're going to simplify your goals and we're going to prioritize your goals. So again, you have a whole bunch of things down on a piece of paper. So prioritize it to, what's most important. All right. So make sure you do that when you're looking at your goals. That's super, super important. And then another thing that you want to do is looking at your goals is to identify what's major in your goal, what's most important in your goals. So you can kind of split it up. This right here, you have to do. You have no control of it. This has to be done when you're specifying your goal. This right here is some of the things that you want done. So kind of separate those goals. Okay? And just to go back over them again, you want to write them all down. You want to simplify them. You want to combine them if it's too many things down on a piece of paper. Okay? You want to prioritize them. You want to simplify them and just identify what's more important, what needs to be done. Put that on your left-hand side of your paper. and things that you want done. Put that on the right-hand side of your paper. Okay? Make sure you do that. We're talking about setting goals. So I'm helping you. Pay attention. All right. Have you ever heard of SMART goals? SMART goals are specific. They're measurable. They're attainable. They are realistic. And they are time framed. Okay? Those are SMART goals. So first, you want to make sure your goal is specific. And when I say specific, like for instance, I'm a life coach, right? Lifestyle motivator. Now, there's a big umbrella for a lifestyle or a life coach. But I am more specific to what I'm trying to teach or share. I am not a relationship coach. You will rarely hear me discuss relationships because I don't do too well with relationships, because some things I just don't understand. And I don't have the tolerance for. So I shy away from relationship coaching. So if that's something that you're looking for, I'm not the person to talk to about that. However, I am specific when I say that I help you move beyond the trauma, beyond the sadness. I'm focused on happiness. I focus on setting goals and keeping you focused. I focus on being present and future driven. I say that all the time. I just don't want you to think anything different. So don't come to me about your baby mama. Don't come to me about your baby daddy. Don't come to me about, the relationship that you have with specific people, because a lot of times I although I can kind of empathize, I'm at a point in my life, I'm 50. I'm at a point in my life where I just don't feel like we should have to tolerate the BS. So I'm not the relationship person. Okay. So I'm specific. What I'm saying. Specific. Make sure that your goals are measurable. Okay. Make sure that they're attainable. Those two things to me go hand in hand, because you want to make sure that you're able to achieve your goals. Okay? Make sure it's not something that's so unattainable that you'll be working on your goals forever because you can't do it. Okay? Make sure that it's realistic. Right? And it falls in line with who you are and where you want to be and what you want to do. That's very important. So that's part of your SMART goal, for it to be realistic. Okay? Look at your goals. Are they realistic? Okay? And then find out if your goals have a time frame. Give yourself a hard time frame, a hard goal. Say, hey, and when you're doing these goals, say, hey, by April 22nd, I'm going to have my LLC. That's attainable. That's part of your SMART goal. That's specific. You know that you need to go ahead and have your money together, have your research done. And if LLC is what you're looking for, then you should know that you need to go to your state and look up your state and find out whatever you need to find out to acquire your LLC. Okay, to summarize today, I just want to say to you to focus on that goal. Don't focus on the specifics, the details. Focus on the outcome. It will help you with being motivated. Not all goals are created equal, and sometimes we may have to start over. Don't get discouraged. My dogs are getting a little antsy. They're ready to go for a walk, so I'm going to head out. But thank you for joining me. And I look forward to sitting down with you next Sunday. I'm your General Melissa with Creating a Lifestyle, helping you with being present and future driven. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.
This is a Mr. Tracky production.